Hey, hey, it's Robin, Rockin' Robin's Creative Corner, coming to you. I decided tonight I wasn't going live because I can stream for spots without a problem. But I cannot read the comments and I can only craft away anyway. So I decided today that I would just video this and post it to the groups and YouTube and everywhere where I would normally stream it. We are working on the Crafty Friday scraps glue, and we're doing this month the altered book. And this was asked by members for me to do this series, and of course there goes my dogs. They're gonna bark. Okay, so much for that. Okay, I think I got them under control. The neighbors are walking by and they get all excited. So anyway, back to what I was saying. The Reader's Digest, this book, is the one that I gutted with you last week. So let's do a quick flip through. This is the amount of pages that were torn out. This is the amount of pages we are left with. Okay, there is a big difference here. This is maybe an inch thick. This is about, I'd say almost 2 inches. No, inch and a half at least. So yeah, if we had left these pages in, this book would end up being like this. So that's why we tore them out. They're marked with clips where we're going to put pockets or do things with that we thought maybe. So hopefully you've gotten this far and watched last week's live and either come up with your own ideas or went with my ideas. It really doesn't matter to me, because this is your journal, not mine. This one, we'll see what I do with this. So anyway, these can be used for many things. We can make pockets, ephemera, blah blah blah. Use them in other journals. Use them in this journal maybe. Who knows? So I'm just going to set these aside, and I'm going to bring out my mat so I don't get my desk all dirty. I remembered this time. It doesn't happen often, but I did remember today, because what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to just flip open to a page and I'm going to start decorating. And can't decorate, the reason I'm going to start to decorate is because I don't want to glue these pockets and stuff that I've come up with until I actually decorate and glue them. And I see here I did not come up with pockets and all that for the rest. I just put pages together and I didn't rip any out. Oh my gosh, I should go back and watch my own video. Oh dear me, I see. I was going to rip these out. So okay, I can deal with this. We can do this. We can do this. We can figure out what we're going to do and just do it. So, alright, let me just start here. Here is a pocket page, and the reason I'm going to jump around in this book is because I don't want all the pages to go match, 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 match. Like start here and that matches with this matches with this match. I want to get a flow going, and I want to do pages here, 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 change what I'm using, how I'm doing it, but I want to keep it cohesive all at the same time. So the next thing I'm going to do is look at the cover. Will I keep this cover? Not at all. I normally would do the cover first and then the pages, but this time I'm going to be different and I'm going to do the pages first and then do the cover. So this cover, it doesn't matter to me what color it is because it's not going to be here. This is all ripped and torn, needs to be replaced. This, you know, I might do fabric. I don't know yet. I don't know. So I'm just going to pick a page, and this is all set. I'm going to pull that clip off and see what I got here. So I have this, and then I have these two. So the first thing I want to do is glue these two pages together to give it some stability. Then I'm going to do the pocket, and I have to decorate this, and I'm going to fold this back here so I have a nice clean edge, and yeah, so let's just get on with it. So let me just get some glue here, and I'll show you on one or two what I'm gonna do. So I get out my glue stick, and I'm gonna go around my page, and it's a little bumpy because of all the paper clips, but that's okay. It'll come together. Just putting glue everywhere, and then to make sure it stays glued, I am going to take my Aleene's tacky glue and go along the edge. I'm just a thin strip, just along the edge. I'm not going out to the page edge, but to the edge of the page, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to run it right down the spine, like that. I'm going to fold this over, and it's not going to be perfect because I'm not perfect. Did you know that? If you didn't, you now know. I'm just going to smooth that all in. Bring that glue out to the edges, and let me get my little scraper. Bring that glue right out. Get it to adhere these edges really good. Take it right down that spine. And there, I got a good solid page. Now, before I bring this over, I want to glue that pocket down. So I'm going to take, let me take a piece out of this catalog. My glue book, it's way too big to fit up here. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to glue this corner. I'm going to glue it up, get a good amount because I don't want it to come unstuck. There we go. And that's all glued in. So here I have my little page. So what I've decided to do is paint some of these pages. So I have my little toolbox here. Yep, I made it. I made this toolbox. And, oh, here, let's put the glue in the cap. And I do have my heat gun here so that I can dry these pages quicker. And I'm going to pick out, this is called Rust. And I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of that on my paper plate. And I'll leave that out. And where's my paintbrush? I'm going to give it a little bit of water. Not a lot. Just spray it a little bit. Not very much. I'm going to mix it up. Excuse me. And I'm basically going to dry brush this. Okay? I want to brush this corner because that's what you're going to see. Excuse me, here I go. And I'm just using a paintbrush from Dollar Tree. Sorry about that. I'm glad I'm recording. I'm not going live. I've been fighting off this cold, and I've been winning, but it never fails when I get on video. It seems to rear its ugly head, and I get coughing. So, and yeah. So I'm just putting a little more on here. I'll mix it in. Okay. Now let's see if I got that covered. No, I don't. I need to go more over here and more down here. And I don't care if I get it on other pages because they're going to get their own thing here. I'm going to go around the whole edge in case any of it shows. I want it to all come together just a little, you know, just like I inked it. See that? Okay, that's not bad. So now, I'm gonna glue that pocket because I have that background. Okay. No, I'm not gonna glue the pocket yet. I have to decide what I want on this page. So I think I may do some washi or something, but I want something to complement that color, and I want to put some of that color over there. So I'm just going to look through here real quick. I have yellow. I don't do pink. I just don't do pink. We have red and blue. There's another blue. There's a yellow. Let's see if I can find more yellows. I don't want pink. All kinds of reds. And these are oh, I believe I got these in Michael's or Joann's. Maybe Joann's when they were going out of business. This is burnt sienna. Great color. I know this color from when I was painting, which I got my easel back out and my really good paints back out, and I think I'm gonna start painting again too, in between, because I do miss painting now that I've been painting. You can tell these are new. There we go. Get them open. Let me put a little more on there. And let me spritz this with some water. And the reason I'm spritzing it is to make it thinner. And I'm going to use the same brush because the rest and this are pretty much the same color. And I'm just going to, yeah, see, it's almost the same color. Almost. I'm just going to come around here. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to put some on here. And I don't have to be particular. I just want it to cover sort of the writing. Let me take that clip off. And by making it thinner, it's going to dry quicker. Now if I wanted to go over it again, I could. But I'm going to decorate these pages. You know, then they may not stay just paint. They may get something else. So I'm just going to brush that all in. And then I like color. So I'm going to add, let's see. Let's go with raw sienna. Ooh, that could be pretty. We'll do, that's the burnt sienna. That's the umber. And this is just sienna, which is like a yellow brown. So this will be a good, so did I get it? Yep, I did. So I'm just going to put that there and get the lid on it. Keep that over here. Let me get the rust. That's what I used. Rust, it's called. And there's the burnt sienna. Okay, I have my 3 colors because I want to use those 3 on different pages too. I'm just gonna spritz that a little. And yeah, I know I have that on here, but I'm just gonna mix it in. Because I dry brushed it mainly, it's, you know, it's already drying. Now I'm just gonna put some color in here. That's all. Just here and there. Let me get that, and I'm gonna get down in here and I'm gonna spread that out because I don't want globs. You know, if you want globs, go ahead and do globs if you want to paint. We're going to be inking pages. We're going to be doing all kinds of things. I'm not going to do them all with you. I'm just going to give you some ideas. And you do your thing, because that's what we do. Now, I'm liking how this is going together, but I'm thinking maybe just a little bit up here. Just a little. Just let me get some of the other color. And I think what I'm going to do is either take paper, washi, something, and I will get that. So there we are. And it is a little bit sticky right now because it is a little wet. And this is just, you know, you can do this in front of your TV. Just get a, you know, little TV tray or table, or, you know, sit in front of your coffee table, and while you're watching a show, just, you know, paint some pages. Now I'm just going to dry this real quick. This will be loud. So here we go. And the reason I dry it is because I'm doing a video, and I don't want it to take forever. It's almost dry. Yeah, that's dry already. By thinning that paint, it dries really quick. There we go. Make sure that's dry. I want to glue this. So yeah. Alright. And that's it. She's dry. Look how easy that was. And this will curl a little until we get doing whatever we're going to do with it. But now what I want is my art glitter glue. You could use the tacky glue. Yeah, why not? We'll use the tacky glue. And I'm just going to put some glue on the edging here. And edging here. And get these two and put them together. Let me get that glue off so it doesn't glue all the pages together. Just the ones I want. And I'm just gonna, yep, there we go. And they are glued. I have a pocket. There we go. So now we can decorate this if we want, or we can go find another pocket or, you know, pages we want to paint. So let's go this way, and let's do this page. This page is very rough in the middle here, so I'm just going to pick it apart, because normally what we would do, you know what, wait a minute. Let me just see something. This is 2. If I, that's a top, this is a bottom, this is many pages, 1, 2, these pages are thick, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take this right out. I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna take it right out of here. And I'm gonna glue these 2 pages together because I wanna hide this. I wanna hide it. I don't want anyone to see where I ripped this book apart. And you try to get it out as best you can. And you just do the best you can. Okay? I'm gonna take my glue and I am going to glue, and I use plenty of glue. I do not want them to come unstuck. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take my wet glue, go right down in that binding. Yep, because I want these 2 pages to stick together. I'm going to go all around the outside. There we go. I'm going to take these 2 pages, if I can get my fingers on it, because my fingers are all sticky already. And this is Robin with glue. Everybody loves me with my glue. So, I'm going to do the binding first with my fingertips. I'm going to bring it right up. Bring it right up. And that's how I glue pages. Okay. Fold that down. Let me get my spreader. Did you see where I put it? I've lost it. So let me get another one. Okay. Actually, I think this is the one I was using. I put it back. Got a little seepage there. I'm going to get that out, get my paper towel, and see, if you use the art glitter glue, it dries immediately, and you don't have to wait for it to dry. But I'm not waiting because I'm going to paint these pages, and I'm just making sure both sides of this page is stuck down. Okay, so now this is what I tore out, and what I wanted to do was make a double pocket, one here, one here. And this is 2 pages stuck together. So I think, or do I want to fold down? Oh, that would be cool. I'll do a fold down. That could be real cool. Put it up here. Fold it this way. No. Okay, I'm not going to get crazy. I'm going to go back to the pockets, because that's what we're doing, is pockets. Oh, I want a double pocket. But I want to paint these. And I'm going to use the same colors. I'm going to switch up colors somewhere in here, but there's a little rust. Okay. Here's a little burnt sienna. And a little regular raw sienna. And you don't have to use these, use whatever you have. If you don't have paint, use ink. If you don't have ink, use coffee. Let me just spray these. Get these wet so they get thinner. Let me mix this up. Oh, good. There. This one, I think what I'm going to do is go this way with it. Make it down in here with this color. And let's do it the same on this page so that they kind of match, but not matchy. It's not matchy-matchy, but it's matching. There we go. I like that. Now I'm going to take the burnt umber. It's got the water in it, so I'm mixing it in. Now I'm going to go this way. And see how by using the same paintbrush, and the colors are similar but different. Now I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can. I'm just doing some up and downs here. These are crossways. These are up and downs. I'm just trying to give it some character. Now I'm going to mix up that raw sienna. And it's up to you what colors. I'm going to go up and down with that. Let's just put some up and down here. I'm going to go on the edge of the pages. This one I did the edge with that. Okay. I'm going to go across this way now. And do the edge. 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 Now I like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Now I'm going to go crossways with this color. Just fill in the white a little. I don't want so much white. There. And I call that done. Now I'm just going to blend it all together. That's it. There we go. Those two are ready to rock. They're colored. So I'm going to go back here. Where's the last one we did? It's somewhere in here. There it is. I see it. No. Anyway, it's here. You saw me do it. So what I'm trying to say is it's not every page, you know? These two, this is the thicker one. This one is not. So I have to decide what I want to do with this side too. And I think what I want to do is let this dry. Then I'm going to glue these two together. Or maybe I'll make a pocket this way. That could be. That could be. Let's see what I got going on. Yeah. Or, I don't know. We're going to let it dry. This is going to have the double pocket on it. So what I'm going to do is glue these together. And I think I might paper these. So I'm just going to stick a pin, a clip, and decide when I come back what I want to do with this. Yeah, I'm just going to fold it straighter because that always helps. I have straight paper. So anyway, let's let that dry. I'm going to use my heat tool and I'll be back. Okay, now I'm gone ahead and painted another set of pages, and this one I glued the two together, and I did, the colors I wanted, and I glued two together here. And then this, if you remember, we ripped a corner pocket. So as I went to glue this together, I thought, wait a minute, but to give it the stability, I really do need to glue it together. I was thinking of ripping this one down to go just inside of it. But I think what I'll do is when I decorate, whatever paper, I'm going to rip the paper to match it. So yeah, I'm going to glue these together just so it has stability. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, just to bring it back quickly, what I did here was I splattered. I brought out the burnt umber, which is a really darker brown, and I mixed it with a lot of water, and then I took a fan brush and just tapped it, and then I just kind of outlined the pages just to give it a little more oomph. Now I like that, so I'm going to go back to the ones here that I did. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to do something similar. Just going to give these pages a little more something. I don't know why. I just felt it, you know, just felt like it needed something more other than me putting paper. Now, it's very wet. I put a lot of water in here, and I'm going to take, and I'm just going to splatter. Not a lot, just some. And see, some are tiny. So I don't know if you can even see it. But that's it. It just gives it a little bit more. Let me bring it up to the camera. There we go. I just think it helps a little bit, okay? So I'm going to dry these real quick, and then I'm going to show you a different technique so we're not boring you here. Okay, I'm back. And so I've painted 3 different spreads, and by spreads I mean, you know, back and front, or side by side. This I haven't done anything with yet because I haven't decided on that yet. But so I've done 3 of those. I haven't done the back of the book yet because I still have to figure out where I want pockets. And yeah, so these are all nice and dry. And what I want to do now is I don't want to keep painting all the same colors. And I don't know if I want to keep painting, but I do know I want to cover some more pages with something. So I'm going to put some clear texture gesso. Do I want clear? I don't think I do. What I'm going to do is take this gesso and I'm going to put it right on my plate with my other colors. Let's see what happens. And I'm just going to squeeze that right on there. And I'm going to get some water because I want to thin it down. And this is going to hopefully mix with the colors I already have on this plate. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Very nice. And this gesso is a matte finish. So let's just, I'm just going to paint pages. You know, I'm just painting. I know these 2 are going to be put together. And oh, I see, there's a pocket on the other side. So let me just take that clip up here. And now let me mix another color. There we go. These are all the paint that was already on my plate. There was just a tiny little bit of color left. And all I did was put the gesso on the top. And this I'm just going to spread here and there. And I'm going to just paint away. So that'll cover that pocket, goes that way. So I want to do this. I'm going to glue that pocket that way. But I'm not going to waste your time with you having to watch me with my glue process. So now let me mix this one And this one is, let's see, not getting too much color. So let me add some to it. There we go. And I'm just gonna paint, just painting, because we're gonna cover these, but I just don't want every page to look identical. If that makes sense. It will, I think, as we move along, because we're gonna decorate these pages. So this is just giving it a base, you know, as though you put paper together here. And you see, I can see exactly where I need this, but I want to go all the way around in case any of that shows. And let me get a little more white maybe. That's a little more of the gesso. The gesso is a clear, so it's mixing right in there. And then, alright, so that's going to get glued. And it's sticking because it's wet. Alright, so let me get a little more of the white. Let's just kind of brush that white in there. See if it dulls it up a little. Just get some on the edges. And I cannot see where that pocket starts and ends. So I'm going to have to do something about that. So let's take, and this is really wet right now. Really wet. That's why I'm holding this up. I think I want to take, let's just take a, I don't know what color that says. Some kind of yellow. Let's see. Oh no. You know what? These are more brownish yellows. This is called orange yellow. Sure, why not? Orange yellow. Let's get it open. Okay. Now, if you've been on my lives, you'll see we were doodling. And then Jules, for Jules' weekly challenge, you doodle and you color in your doodles and you use them for ephemera, decorations, pockets, whatever you want to use them for. So that's what I think I want to do with this color. I'm just gonna keep that there, and let me just mix this, and I'm just using the same brush. I'm not switching out the brushes here. I spritz it with water, and this is called orange yellow. And what I want to do is put it on the edge of this page, just so I know where the edge is and that this is a pocket, because I am going to glue it once it's dry. This way it kind of, so anyway, what I was thinking was taking my paintbrush and making a doodle on the page with my paintbrush. Now, can I do this? I have no idea. I don't know. But let's see. If I make circles, I'm just doodling. Just a doodling. Now what this is going to look like, I have no idea. I don't know. But the one thing, oh gosh, I gotta write this guy's name down. You trust the process. There. Now I've got the dark brown on here. So I'm just going to go in the middle. And then I'm just going to outline this little flower I just made. So maybe you have a hint that it's a flower. instead of splattering these pages, I just doodled. And I'm just going to hit this with just little stampers. Little stampers. There we go. Ready for decoration. What do you think, peeps? So, alright, I'm going to let this dry, or dry it. And then I think I'm going to get out some inks. And we'll do some inks. Just so you see different variations. Okay, so we've got a few painted pages in here. I've got, I think, like 4. And this is just the front half of the book. I haven't done the back half yet. Oops. That didn't get quite dry. Am I worried? No. I can always throw more something on there, hide it with something. So yeah, so we have some painted pages. Now what I want to do is use some ink. So again, this is going to be going this way. What if we leave them like that? And we use them, I might do that. I might glue these down like this. Let me think about this a minute. If I glue it down like this, and I take and make a card that goes in here. I think that was my idea, because I'm looking at this like this is almost a belly band. I don't want a belly band. What was I thinking? I'm going to come back to this because I know I was thinking something, but right at this very moment I can't think of what it was. Yeah. So okay. So I'm just going to pick another page, and here is, let's look. Alright, it's the back of that painted page, and the back of that is going to be a pocket page. So this is just a nice big open spread. Now you can paint all your pages if you want. I just want to show you a couple different things you can do. I'm just going to pick out a stencil, and if you don't have a stencil, let me do something else. Just in case you don't have a stencil. Let me show you something. This is fun. This is fun. I am going to get out. This is from turkey. This was on a turkey. And I kept it because I use it. So I'm going to cut a piece off of here. And tomorrow, I'll be noontime Eastern Central Time. I'll be with Donna Berry, and we're going to be jelly rolling. And I use this in jelly rolling too. So now I'm going to cut this again. I'm going to put it on this page like that. And I'm just, you'll see what I'm doing. 1 second. Let me get, yeah, I'm going to try this. Let me get, what do I want? I'm looking, people, I'm looking. Give me a second. I'm going to take a gray. And this is Archival ink, Ray Jurick. And this is called Watering Can. It's a gray. And this is just something I found. It's got texture, it's got, you know. I'm just going to try. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. Not really. It's not really working. Not the way I want it to. No. This works really good with paint. Alright, so I'm going to take this gray, because I started with the gray, and I think, let's see, we got yellows and browns, and let's start putting some color in here. I'm just going to get out a few colors. Here's a green, there's a red. What color is this? That's the gray, that's a brown. Here's another green. Let's just get a couple of these out. And these I had gotten, we have a craft swap at the library once a year. And yeah, somebody put the whole box. There's what, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 is 32. 32 colors. So yeah, I use them a lot. I like them. I love them. So now I'm just going to grab a stencil. And you can, like I said, use anything for a stencil. I'm just maybe going to make some dots on here. And what I'm going to do this time is take my brush, and let's see, I'll get my red one, my green one, whatever color, green, red, I have a brown, I'll get my brown brush, and my, oh, that's my brown brush. Let me get a gray. Either one of those could go for gray. And I don't clean my brushes either. I'm bad. I'm bad. So I'm going to put dots on here. I never know which way to put a stencil. I just guess. And I'm just going to put some red dots here and there. Just a few. Put some on this page. And I just put them where it just feels right. I don't know. I can't explain. People say, oh, you do that, that's outrageous. I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of look, and I just kind of like want to feel what it wants to give me, you know? What does this want to say to me? And I'm looking at the red dots. I love the red dots. So now, do I want to put more dots, or do I want to put something else? How about, alright, this is a new one. I have all different dots. Why don't we use different dots? Alright, so they're littler. Let's do some big ones. Let's do big dots, and let's do them in the gray. I don't know why, but I just think they need to be gray. Let's see, I'll just do some. Ooh, that big one. Let me get that big one. Yeah. Let me look. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think that's so cool. Yep. Oh, Robin. You know, some people, they don't, like my husband, totally does not understand. He thinks, you know, I'm not even going to go there, but I just tell him, you don't understand. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now I want to put a little bit different dots. And I want to use the brown, I think. This one is called Orange Blossom. Looks brown to me. So let's try it. And I can see the gray and the red through the holes, so I'm just going with where I think I I need to with this. You know, I'm just trying to fill in some of the white. Alright, let's look at that. I like it, but we need more here. Right there. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. I want to get this edge. Now, I may put lace, I may put ribbon. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. But I'm just trying to give it a little color right now. Yeah, I like that going around. Let's do some of that up here. Going around. Oh yeah, yep. And I think I want more red. No. I want more brown. Right there. Yeah. Now I want more brown. Right there. Okay, I like it. Grab that red one more time. Let me take I'm just thinking if I took the brown, if I take the red and do the next size up on top of, let's see, what does that look like? Oh, no, I do want to get more red in here. And you can hear my dogs. Alright, so there is some inks. How easy is this? How easy is this? Now I'm going to pick another page, and this is a wide open spread. So, alright, you got inks out. Hey, hey, hey. Quiet, quiet. Oh, here we go. Why is it every time I get on the camera, I have to start? So hang on. Okay, I do have to get this video done because I got to get it posted by the time we go. Okay, so now the other thing we have, ink sprays. I have ink sprays. If you don't have ink sprays, use watercolors. You know, I'm going to watercolor some pages, but I'm very eclectic. So I'm just going to, I probably shouldn't do this right on my desk, but I am, because spray sprays. And I'm going to do some green and some, oh, orange. I like that. Orange. And we seem to be going with yellow on everything. So let's put just a little bit of yellow. Now, is that cool or what? And all I did was spray some ink. That's it. That's all I did. And you know, don't get excited because we're going to cover this. We're going to decorate it. You know, you're probably looking at me like, Robin, what in the world are you doing? I am just playing. And this is what I do. And then when I decorate, I go with it. So I'm just going to dry this real quick, because I want to get this video done. I want to show you a couple other things. Alright? I'm just giving you ideas here. Okay. So, we ink, we can paint, we can gesso. We're going to go back, we'll put some texture on some pages. We can collage. We can just use your imagination and just start doing your pages and building your pockets. And if you don't know what to do with a page, do like this. Remember, this is the corners. I really don't know what I was thinking, so I'm just going to fold them in. I'm going to do, you know, color these pages with something. I'm thinking, you know, maybe pockets with belly bands. I don't know, but this is it. So I'm going to get this uploaded, put out to the groups, and this is Rockin' Robin saying, let's make this altered book. Let's do it. Bye-bye.